I'm in the process of becoming a full-time digital nomad. I want to build a lifestyle for myself that feels calmer, more intentional, and more flexible. Today, I'll walk you through my exact plan, the real monthly costs, and how I'm setting myself up for working while traveling. Hi, I'm Tamara, and this is the Nomad Method. This lifestyle is about bringing your work with you instead of being tied to one location. I work remotely in marketing and graphic design, so as long as I have my laptop and reliable Wi-Fi, I can continue doing my job. And as a creative, it's so important for me to be surrounded by beauty that inspires me. I'll still be working full time and my schedule will stay structured. Gym and yoga early in the morning, working most of the day, and getting to bed at a decent time. What I most wanted to talk about today was the real budget here. So a lot of people assume that traveling long term can be really expensive, but actually a lot of countries' cost of living are much cheaper than most US cities. So I'm planning a monthly budget that looks something like this. Housing would be $0 for me. This is because I'm traveling through a program called Workaway. If you haven't heard of Workaway, it's a website that connects people all across the world that have homes in remote places who need some sort of at-home assistance. This could be with gardening or house sitting or dog walking, right? And most of the work that they are asking you to do is about 20 hours a week maximum labor time. But with that arrangement, you will get housing inside of their home. You can sometimes get meals with them, and then any internet, laundry services that they provide, and things like that. I'm really interested in doing this sort of method because it really can allow me to meet a lot of people really quickly, and I won't feel like I'm traveling alone. Because of this, I only plan to spend about $0 a month on rent. So I plan to factor in about $30 per month for hostel stays, which would just be 1 or 2 nights in between that transition time, and maybe $200 max on Airbnbs in case I want to have a debrief weekend in between that traveling and digest everything that I've learned during my stay. Next, food. This price varies, of course, depending on where you're at, but most Latin American countries, the food is pretty cheap. And I know that where I'm staying, groceries can average about $50 per week, so I'll be factoring in $200 per month for groceries. I want to add also $100 to that for eating out because the food there is so good. I know that I will probably eat out a lot, but that's still $300 up per month for local transportation and flights, things like buses, cabs, Ubers, and private shuttles to and from the airport. I'm factoring in about $200 per month for that. Then also considering short flights between places. I'm staying in a country for 2 months at a time, so I only plan to, get a flight to that country 1 month and then a flight to leave the country the next month. So in general, my flights would be about $100 per month. This is a lot cheaper because I'll be flying to countries that are really close together. So these are just short flights, but of course, the price can vary. Next, there are utilities, which would be like laundry and internet. Oftentimes this is included in the Workaway stay. I'm saying this is free. I'm not necessarily factoring in the overall price for a flight to and from the US, which is a lot more coming from a larger distance, but I have been planning for this trip for about 6 months, and so I paid for this flight out of my savings, and so I can continue to save for a flight if I need any way to get back home sometime in the future. I'm factoring in about $50 per month into my savings. This total also does not include the overall Workaway annual fee of $50. And I've paid that, so I don't need to worry about it until like next July. So I'm not really counting that. So in total, I'm expecting to spend about $870 per month, which is about $1,000 less than I pay right now living in the States per month. This is just my personal method, and so if you're interested in having a similar affordable lifestyle as me, I hope that you would subscribe and keep up with my journey, and I can show you exactly how I did it, what I said to the people on Workaway, and how I'm going about this. I'm choosing this life because the nomadic method is about slow travel to build cultural awareness and new communities. It combines responsibility with adventure. Another reason I'm choosing this lifestyle is because I build up anxiety when I'm indoors too long, and I also struggle with seasonal depression. I've noticed that I'm my happiest self when I'm traveling. I love the fresh energy of connecting with people that are different from me and learning more about the world through their eyes. So I'll be sharing what I learned along the way so y'all have a real life reference for what it's like to work and travel day to day. Hola. Subscribe to keep up to date on my journey.